Hello, I'm just going to talk you through what is expected of you should you have to isolate at any point this year. You may find that only a few of your year group have to isolate, or it may be that a whole year group bubble need to, or even a whole key stage. Whatever the situation you are in, if you find yourself at home during term time, you will be taught and you will be expected to engage with your lessons and your curriculum. So here's how. So the first thing to say is you must follow your timetable. Our aim is to replicate your school day as closely as possible at home. We don't want you to miss out on any learning because you've been asked to isolate. So get up, start your day at 9 a.m. for your first lesson, have breaks when your friends are on break, and finish your last lesson at 3 o'clock as you normally would in your school day. This will leave you then with plenty of time to relax and chill out and exercise, read, before you tackle any homework or revision you may have, just as you normally would if you were in school. I know you know this already, but you must be confident in using your Teams app. If you're in school, now would be the time to go and check with ICT or your form tutor that everything is up and running, because this is how you will attend your lessons using Teams. When you're at home, make sure you have your Teams app open at the time of your timetabled lesson. You should always be ready to take part in every lesson, but it won't always be appropriate for your teacher to invite you in, practical lessons for example. If your teacher does not have their Teams open and hasn't asked you in, it will be because the work for that lesson is on class charts and it's something that you can work through without your teacher having to have you in the lesson. As I've said, this will be quite common in practical lessons. When you're in your classroom remotely and in your lesson, the teacher will be able to mark you as present on Sims. They'll use an A code on their register so that we can chase and monitor your attendance when you're isolating. Okay, so now we're going to get technical. Now I know you know this already, but coming up is a step-by-step guide just to make sure that you can always access your lessons. The main message is you must have your Teams open and click on your class that you want to go into. Your teacher then will have theirs open and you must press join to come in. The teachers won't ring you individually. You have to have your Teams open, ready to go. So here we go. First of all, you access your Teams and you need to press the people icon on the left-hand side. You can see it in the red circle there, although it is very tiny, but it's your Teams icon. Then all your classes will appear and you need to click on the class that you want to join. So if you have English at period 2, you find your English class and click on it. When you're in the class, you then just have to be patient. Don't forget, your teachers are walking all over school trying to get to their classes right on time. They have to come into the room, set themselves up, settle the class down. So if it takes 10 minutes or so and a 10 o'clock lesson doesn't start till 10 past, that's probably to be expected. You just need to be patient and wait for the lesson to begin. Remember though, if the lesson never starts, it's probably because it isn't appropriate. So if by 15 or 20 past the hour or 20 minutes into the lesson, you still haven't been asked to join in a lesson, it's because the work will be set on class charts because the teacher is doing something that it's just not appropriate to do at home. That being said, you will still be taught because work will be set for you on class charts. However, nearly all lessons will be on because most of your lessons are theory-based. So when your teacher starts the lesson and when they're ready, you'll see this blue, navy blue box and there'll be a little sign that says join. You need to click that join lesson. You'll then just need to click join now to show that you are ready to go in. And then you've done it. You're in. Your teacher's initials, or it might be a cover teacher if your teacher is isolating themselves, will appear there and you're ready to join in the lesson. Woo-hoo! Simple. Now your teacher, when you're in the lesson, will guide you as to what you can be and should be involved in. It may be that they ask you just to stay for the first 10 or 15 minutes whilst they set you off on the task and then you can log on and get on with the task and upload to class charts. Or it may be that they ask you to stay for the whole lesson. Your teachers might ask you to contribute, or they might ask you to mute yourselves and just listen into the task setting. Either way, same behaviour rules apply. You listen, you're polite, and you do as you are asked. Good luck, guys. You can do this. It's so important that you engage, because this could be something that happens to you a couple of times through this year, and we want you to make sure you get the best out of your education. You must be hideously bored at home as well, so it's worth really following your timetable to keep your brain healthy and active.